you hear yelling, it's my husband. He's playing a league and he gets very angry. But I just want to update you that I made a new board. This is my old one right here. And I just kind of updated it, changed some of the squares up, moved stuff around. It's not like a legit Monopoly board anymore. It's kind of just like a Bookopoly board. So I kind of tweaked it a little more than I did before. So I'm just going to go through each square. Stuff might be in different spots now than it was before, and I still stuck with Chance and Community Shelf, so that hasn't changed. Sorry, I'm being attacked by markers. And gave a little bit more decoration, a little more color, but we're still starting off with Read. If I land on that, it means an extra roll. Then I have my classics. My Community Shelf now has like a little bookshelf on it. My library book choice. Paperback is really ugly, but whatever, it's fine. Orange is now just horror, so I have those. This is for Chance. Also ugly. These are the two I messed up on, if you can't tell. I started it there, so it's okay. No TV for a Day. Contemporary and Romance are all next to each other here instead of having to roll again. Ebook, another Community Shelf. Thriller, Thriller, and then Chance in between it. Phone a Friend is still there. The blue is Sci-Fi. The light blue is Sci-Fi. Another ugly Chance. I had to make a match, so it's like two uglies across from each other and then two cute ones. Hardcover, Mystery is now dark green. Community Shelf. TV break means I get to watch TV for a day instead of not watch TV for a day. Purple is now just fantasy, and then it has an audiobook and a Community Shelf in between it. I do have one roll again square towards the end here because I tend to get stuck in this area, it seems like. So I wanted to be able to roll again and get back on the other side of the board. And then light green is historical fiction with a Chance there. I did make classic and historical fiction have only 2 instead of 3 squares because they are not my favorites to read. So I feel like if I land on them, I'm going to be a little bit more upset than if I land on the other ones. So the point of doing this was, instead of having like adult on this side of the board and then YA on that side of the board, there was no room for middle grade. I had squares that didn't have stuff like I'm sorry, my cat is itching. I had no squares for manga or comics or anything like that. So what I did was I took my favorite genres and put them on the board. So if I land on any of them, I can make it a comic, a manga, paperback, hardback, ebook, physical book, audiobook, whatever. And it can be YA middle grade. It can be a children's book. It can be a picture book. It can be new adult, which apparently is a thing. I don't know what that is, so if you know, let me know. And it can be, like I said, adult as well. And I can read whatever I want as long as it's that genre. And how I'm going to determine that is by going to Goodreads, and it always says the top genre is towards the right of the picture of the book. So whatever the top like 5 are is what I'm going to categorize it as. So if it's like a horror, mystery, thriller, then I can, if I land on horror, mystery, or thriller, then I can pick it, and it doesn't matter. So I have a little bit more leeway. I can pick different genres. I can pick different age groups and things like that. So I think it's just going to be a little bit easier. And plus, it's also much bigger. It's actually like 20 by 20 instead of 14 by like 10 or something. So I think it's going to work more. It's a little bit more sturdy as well. I still kept all the same Community Shelf cards and the same Chance cards. I obviously have the ones I was doing pulled out, but other than that, it's been the same. Like I said, some squares are in different spots, but I still like it. I think it's going to work a lot better for me. So let me know what you think. If you'd be interested in making your own, I'd like to see if you've made one. So leave a link to yours. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and keep watching Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and then I'm going to go to bed and probably read some Harry Potter. Bye, guys. Okay, guys, so as you saw from my last clip, I made a new Bookopoly board. And we're going to go ahead and roll. It's Sunday night. I figured I'd roll since it's getting late in the week, obviously. Probably should have done this sooner, but whatever. So I explained the pieces of or parts of the board earlier on Wednesday in my clip from Wednesday. But other than that, nothing's changed really. I added some more Chance cards, and Community Shelf cards all stay the same. So let's go ahead. We're going to start on Read, since we know we left off over here before, but they're all different squares pretty much now, so for the most part. So we're going to start on Read. And I'm also using a D20 instead of a D12 because I lost my D12. So that's why the number is 19 instead of 12. Thriller. Alright, still over on Thriller. Roll number 2. That is a 9? Yeah. I totally lost it, sorry. Community shelf. Lowest rated. Oh, good God. All right, let's go to Goodreads. Come on, computer. Okay. My books. I'm scared, guys. Okay. Want to read. And if it doesn't have a rating, it doesn't count. It has to have some kind of rating, because usually that means it's not out yet. So, let's see. Rating. Oh, well, it has an average rating. I clicked the wrong button. That was my rating. Sorry. Pride, Prejudice, and Mistletoe. Well, that is a Christmas book, and I'm not about to do that. So, we are going to skip to Sam and Hila's Last Hurrah. And we're going to read that. So, this is what I'm reading. So, I'm on Audible because, let's face it, if there isn't an audiobook, I'm probably not going to read it. Okay, there's an audiobook, so we're good. I'm going to add that to my cart. And I have no credits, so I'm going to have to actually buy this one probably, or exchange an audiobook that I'm not going to read. So I will do that after I finish filming. Wow, that sentence came out weird. Alright, so we left off on Community Shelf. Right here. Next roll. This is roll number 3. 11. Oh, historical fiction. This roll, this board's trying to kill me. Okay. Historical fiction it is. Roll number 4. 17. Thriller. Yet again. Roll number 5. 6. Chance card. R Stop, which I have an audiobook for. I don't have the physical copy. Okay, let's move these over. Alright, what roll am I on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is roll 6. 6. Another community shelf. My most recent purchase. What did I most recently buy? I bought The Merciless, so we're going to read Merciless 3. Okay. Roll number 7. 14. Community shelf. This is fun. New author. For that, I'm going to go with I'm Not Dying With You Tonight, because that is a new author to me. So I will get the books and I will show you all of them together what I'm going to read. Alright, so I picked my books. As I drew on my chance card, sorry you can't see that, there we go, chance card, I drew R Stop, so that is by Laura Jane Williams, so I'm going to read that. Well, I'm going to listen to it because it's a really short audiobook. For my most recent purchase, for my community shelf card, I'm going to read The Merciless 3. I recently bought 1, 3, and 4 because I have 2 already, and I've read 1 and 2, so I'm going to go ahead and read 3. For one of my thrillers, I think I got 2, didn't I? No. For my thriller, I'm going to read The Whisper Man because I didn't read it last week like I was supposed to, and I really want to read it. So the audiobook comes out this week, so I'm going to listen to it. For my historical fiction, I'm going with The Book Thief because I've never read it, and I'm very excited to. For my, I got a really good copy of that. Anyway, for my new author, which was my other community shelf, I'm going with House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. I don't believe I've read anything by her. Doesn't sound familiar. She doesn't look familiar, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that because I'm really excited to read that as well. And then my last book of the month was, or not book of the month, my last community shelf was my lowest rated on Goodreads overall for my want to reads, and that is going to be Sam and I think it's Hila's Last Hurrah by Rachel Cohn and David Leviathan. I absolutely love both these authors. I love a majority of the things that they write. There's a couple that I'm not crazy about, but I don't hate them. So I'm excited to read that one because that one's like their most recent, I think, besides the Tokyo one, which I also want to read. But this had a 2.8, I think. Let me check. I can't get it to type. Yeah, it was like a 2.83. Let me see. And of course, I can't find it. Yeah, 2.84, sorry. And that was the lowest one on my shelf besides Pride, Prejudice, and Mistletoe, which is a Christmas book, so I'm not going to read it now. I'm trying to get in the Halloween spirit, not the Christmas spirit. So I will read that one later for Christmas probably. I'll probably do like a Christmas readathon and do that. But I'm also going to be finishing up Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and starting Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Probably won't finish Order of the Phoenix until next week, but I'm going to try. Taku, stop playing with my cords. Sorry, my cat is driving me crazy. And the other one's on my chair. Wait, hold on. Can you see her? Hold on. I'm nowhere near my camera right now. Yeah, she's just chilling in my messy office. And then I also have to read I'm Not Dying With You Tonight for my book of the month for Barnes & Noble YA group. It's the YA book club pick. So I need to read that by the 12th, I think. So I have another week or two, but I'm going to get started on it because there isn't an audiobook, and that takes me longer if there's no audiobook because I work. So I'll get started on that as well. Other than that, I think that's all I have to read. We picked our books for my book club that I'm starting here in Chattanooga personally. We're reading Serpent and Dove for September, so I need to get that and start reading that as well. But I have until the end of September, so I'll probably just wait till the last 2 weeks in September and listen to the audiobook. That way it's fresh in my mind when we meet to discuss it. But other than that, that's it. So this is my pile of books that I own that I'm reading this week. Right here. It's kind of a blur. Hold on. There we go. You can see the white ones now. So, yeah. Let me know what you're planning on reading in the comments. I look forward to seeing what you guys are reading and what you think about these books. So just let me know. Bye.